A new city, a new knee, and a brand new playbook for Isaiah to learn here in San Diego, but things have been looking pretty good, at least with this warm weather. Now, Isaiah had 24 carries and 86 yards last week, but no touchdowns. A big old donut in the touchdown category, but Isaiah says, look, if you're playing him in fantasy football, if he's on your squad, don't worry. He's getting at least one touchdown for you today, or at least that's what he plans on doing. So at the end of this video, let me know in the comments below how many touchdowns, how many points did Isaiah get for you in your fantasy football league. Now Isaiah's going to field this kick return back in the 10-yard line, moves around a little bit, hits a spin move. Okay, I'm good with seeing that, but looks like a face mask. Fortunately though, that's going to be for them. We're going to end up getting that a little bit deeper down the field at the 42-yard line. Now Isaiah's first carry goes up the middle, and yeah, this Raiders defense is really good. They are currently, even though we're only in week number 3, they're ranked number 1 in rushing defense. We've got our work cut out for us. Now Isaiah tries to hurdle, and those legs just aren't as young as they used to be. Now here in 3rd and 2, it's a crucial drive, and Isaiah gets stopped right before the marker. But 4th and 1, we end up going for it. Rivera says, just run the ball, Isaiah. A dude misses in the backfield, lucky for us, and we end up getting that first down. 3 rushes and 2 yards though. What is going on with your carry stats, Isaiah? A nice little pass across the middle from Radway. He's going to find the slot receiver for a first down. On 1st and 10, we're going to move to the left-hand side. Got a guy in front of us. We try to get past him. We make him miss. And then the other dude puts us out of bounds for a loss of a yard. So the start for this game hasn't been that great for Isaiah. The offense as a whole, though, is moving the ball pretty well. Isaiah's going to break out of a tackle here. Just fights his way through. Makes another guy miss. And Isaiah goes all the way down to the 12-yard line. That's the Isaiah Kingdom we want to see. It looks like it's taken him a couple of moves, a couple of carries each game to get going 100%. Now here inside the red zone on the 10-yard line, hand off to Isaiah on the left-hand side, and look at that wide open lanes. This San Diego Chargers offensive line is just too good, and look at your boy Isaiah King celebrating with the big fellas up front, saying thank you for opening those holes and those lanes for me so he can score that touchdown. Now a 7-7 ball game here, about 1:30 on the clock. Isaiah's in the Wildcat. He's going to fake left, moves to the right-hand side, but the guy breaks off of the defensive inside, ends up getting Isaiah only after a few yards for him, but he's saying, look, I want to try and do that again, but just not right now. Now Radway holds on to the ball way too long here, ends up getting sacked, so it's 3rd and 16. That's a lot of yards to make up. And Isaiah and Radway, yeah, they're not on the same page. Remember when I told you earlier that Isaiah's still learning this playbook? That's a definition right there of Isaiah learning the playbook, because he completely ran the wrong route and didn't know what to do in that play. Now Oakland has jumped out to a crazy lead. Look at it, 21-7 right now for Oakland. Our offense has to do something in this last minute and 30 in the first half, or else we're going to be in trouble. So Oakland's defense comes back out on the field. They've been pretty dominant so far, especially against the run, so we need to at least see if the passing game can work here at the end of the first half. Now a beautiful pass here from Radway finds Hunter Henry down to the 32-yard line. Here in 1st and 10, a little bit over a minute left. Isaiah breaks to the left-hand side. He's going to cut back inside. The pass across the middle is nearly intercepted. Isaiah bats it away, but that one's also almost intercepted off of the tip. Now 2nd and 10, a minute 3 left. Going back to the halfback screen, Isaiah's going to be wide open here. Great blocks on the edge. Isaiah's going to move his way through, and look at Isaiah showing off the legs, but is he fast enough? He's trying to get down. Number 44 is right there. Isaiah barely dives into the end zone. Number 27 has definitely been faster in his younger years, but still a great breakaway run. Finds his way into the end zone, and most importantly, gets that touchdown right before the end of the first half. So it's a 21-14 lead for Oakland right now. It's 4th and 10, so they're going to punt it. Marquette King pins this one pretty deep back in our own territory. Isaiah's going to throw it at the 20-yard line, moves to the right-hand side, and yeah, those broken tackles were nowhere to be found on that play. So here in our first drive of the second half, nice little handoff to Isaiah. Great room on the edge. Isaiah's going to try to fight his way through, gets that first down that we've been looking for. But unfortunately for San Diego, they're actually going to call a holding penalty. That one's going up against Garrison McCauley, and that one's going to come back to make it 1st and 20 on the 17. Now Radway back under center. He's going to throw it to Isaiah, which I don't really like that call, but then Isaiah makes a little bit of a move, but ends up getting hit, getting pretty much nothing on that play, only about a yard or 2. Now 2nd and 18, back in the shotgun. Isaiah's going to stay in a block. A deep pass to Stone. That one's going to be caught by Weathers, and Weathers is off to the races. Weathers is one of the most dynamic receivers we've seen out there. In Cleveland, we had Corey Coleman. Corey Coleman was good, but I think Weathers is better. Look how quickly he gets his release off the line. He catches that ball, and yeah, he's off to the races. No one is going to catch him. One of the fastest receivers in the league. Now a 21-21 tie ball game here in the 3rd quarter. Isaiah fields that punt return, nearly hits off the ground. He makes one guy miss. He's going to try and turn up the field a little bit, and they drop him just shy of the 50-yard line. Still a decent return for Isaiah, and it's time for this offense to get back on the field. Keenan Allen, he's been kind of MIA this game. Haven't really seen much of him. Now Isaiah gets the handoff, goes up the middle, tries to truck a defender, and they drop him just at the first down marker, but still he gets 10 yards there. Handoff to the left-hand side. Isaiah's got a couple guys in front. He hurdles, and he completely flips over. Isaiah, you are too old to be hurdling over people like that. Only 9 rushes for 30 yards. He still has 1 touchdown, but we've got to do better. Our fantasy owners are wanting to use more. Now Isaiah tries to break through a tackle here, gets dropped at the 16-yard line, but he's showing right now he's still strong. Those legs are getting underneath of him. I think he's getting his bearings underneath of him. Now here in the 13-yard line, 3rd and 7, Isaiah stays in for blocking, moves back out for the pass, catches this ball, he's going to try to dive in, they get him, and he saves at the 1. Are you kidding me? I think Isaiah actually got in there, but still, we're going to hand the ball off to Isaiah on the goal line. He jumps up, he flips around, twists a couple of times, but most importantly, he gets that rushing touchdown again. Another look at it here. I don't understand how Isaiah actually got into the end zone, but the refs say that he did, so we'll be okay with that. Now, Rivera says, look, are you good? Because we're going to rely on you more. Here's this game ends because we only have a 7-point lead. Now, Oakland's going to punt this ball deep into our territory, and Isaiah don't field this one. Isaiah fields it. This is going to be literally 109 yards if he actually returns it. He makes one guy miss, could hit him with a spin move there, but instead, he tries to outrun him. I think Isaiah is still getting used to not being as fast as he once was. That knee injury has taken a lot of his speed out of the way. It'll take him a long time to build that back up. Now, Isaiah's going to move to the left-hand side here, tries to get that one, but Hunter Henry grabs that one. Literally comes out of nowhere. It's a tie ball game at 28-28. Isaiah back in the Wildcat, runs into his own man here, fights his way through, but only gets a yard or so there. Now 3rd and 9, Radway's back in shotgun. Isaiah stays in a block, a beautiful pass thrown to the right-hand side, and they're going to say that one is actually caught. I think the receiver only had 1 foot in, but still, they don't challenge it, so we end up getting the first down. Now 35 going back to the halfback screen, and yeah, Isaiah, you got to get through your blockers. Run around him, go under him, do something. He just can't run into him. So we punt the ball away. We end up getting it back because Oakland does not score. It's a 28-28 ball game, and look at Isaiah finding those running lanes. The Chargers are opening him up, but 16 rushes and 56 yards. That's not the Isaiah King we're used to seeing. Now a handoff to the left-hand side. Isaiah finds another seam. Look at him. He's finally getting those bursts of speed that we're used to seeing. Now 3rd and 3, we go back to the halfback screen, and that one, I think Oakland has figured out what we're doing. There's only a minute 30 left. They call a timeout there. That's a big stop by their defense, but they can't do anything on offense, so we get the ball back about 30 or so seconds later. So 2nd and 10 to pass to the left-hand side, and Weathers comes up huge again, catches the ball, makes a juke, and then gets dropped. Now 42 seconds left, Isaiah splits to the right-hand side. The pass goes underneath to the slot receiver. There's going to be a flag on the play. Who is it on? Unfortunately, that one is going to be on us. Hunter Henry, an illegal block in the back, goes for 10 yards to make it 1st and 20. Now we're out of field goal territory. We go to the halfback screen on 1st down. They weren't expecting it for once. Isaiah tries to fight his way through, gets across the 40, down to the 39. We're nearly in field goal territory. Coach Ron Rivera calls the timeout here. If we play it smart, we can get a field goal and walk out of here and be 3-0. Now a pass to the right-hand side. Isaiah gets both feet down, stays in bounds though. If he just could have ran out of bounds, we'd have been okay. So we line back up with 15 seconds left. We spike the football. So we can run one play, try and get to the middle of the field, and we should be okay. Now Isaiah goes up, moves to the left-hand side. He fights his way down to nearly the 20. At the 21, we're going to let the clock tick a few more seconds, and then we're going to call our timeout. So with 5 seconds left, we're going to line up, we're going to try and kick this field goal, and lucky for us, our kicker is absolutely money. We're going to walk out of here with a 31-28 victory. The Chargers move on to be 3-0 on the season. Radway played really well, 350 passing yards, no turnovers, 2 touchdowns. Duke Johnson actually had more rushing yards than Isaiah King. We finished with 66, but he had 2 rushing touchdowns, so if you're his fantasy owner, things are good, especially on the receiving side. 12 receptions, 158 yards, and 1 touchdown. So if you guys enjoyed this video, make sure to hit the like button. Don't forget to subscribe. Check the playlist on the screen, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.